Yo.
Are you higher up than me?
No, we're about the
worries.
same.
Yeah.
I can come down as well.
It's all good.
It's Cape Town 2.0, boys.
Yeah.
We made it. Where are we right now?
We're in the country Greece. More than that, I don't really know what this island is, to be honest. But we're in Greece.
We got a gatekeep.
What do you prefer, this or Greece in general, or Cape Town?
I think me personally, actually I don't know, bro. This spot here is nice.
Yeah.
But I think Cape Town overall, what we were doing was more fun.
I said to Ricardo the other day, Cape Town is nice, but it's less enjoyable because it's so far away. Or this is far away for you too.
Yeah.
But if you can imagine like a place that's closer,
Yeah.
it's more enjoyable when it's close.
But this is nice. I think, like you said, it's more so like a slow vibe.
Yeah.
We just chill. There's nothing really to do here. You just work, make content, and yeah, these sunsets have been nice.
Yeah, they placed the villa right with the sunset right in front of us. It's good.
This is like, unfortunately, we can't show the view that way because then we would just be black. But this is actually genuinely really, really nice here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel like talking about, bro?
I don't know.
I think it's pretty cool that like we met 3 months ago.
Even less, I think.
Less, or just a couple days less, but like 3 months ago, first time meeting ever, and then now this is the second trip that we've planned after Cape Town, obviously, and a lot of shit can happen fast. I didn't expect to be here when I was in Cape Town, to be honest. You know what I mean? And before this, I was in New York like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
you've been all over the place.
I've been breaking the bank, being all over the place.
Yeah. I just knew that I wanted to travel more. As soon as I came up from Cape Town, I spoke with Serge like right after I go home.
Yeah.
About doing something like this, but we thought about a lot of places. But I'm glad we made it here, to be honest.
Yeah, this is nice. We might have come here at potentially the wrong time, a little bit too early.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still good. It's still a nice experience. I think we've been here for like a week and a bit already.
Yeah.
And
no, it's been good. We had an adventure in Mykonos as well, which was fun. So.
Yeah. So we planned a day trip to Mykonos on Sunday, and it was meant to be like we go there in the morning, we come back at night on the ferry, but it turns out that the ferries did not come.
Yeah.
And over the next 2 days they got cancelled, so none of us, actually only Sebastian. This guy was smart. He brought his laptop, camera.
Yeah, I still don't understand how you didn't bring anything. Like, it was, even if we only stayed for one night, nobody thought of even working whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking we were just gonna go for the day and then come back, but then we got stranded. All the wind, I don't know if you guys can hear it right now, but the wind is crazy here. It has been this past week. So the ferries were cancelled for 2 days. We were stuck on Mykonos for 4 days total.
Yeah.
No, at least me and some of the other guys, no laptop, no clothes, no belongings, no nothing. So we just had to buy shit.
You know, when I woke up that morning and they said that the ferry was cancelled and nobody had their stuff, it was a vibe, like, in the house. I just knew that we were gonna be there for like at least 2 more days.
Yeah.
And it allowed us to be more, I mean, obviously you weren't really around, but it allowed us to be more like present because everybody's so locked in.
Yeah.
When we're here, so it kind of just forced us to be
it's like we had no choice.
Doing stuff with each other instead.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
It was really interesting. I've never been stranded on an island for 4 days with nothing to do.
But it was definitely not the worst place to be stranded. Like, it was, at least in Mykonos.
It was Mykonos. It was nice. I didn't get to try the ATVs, but I think I still appreciated that time because something I've been wanting to do is switch to a consulting offer, like what Sebastian does here. And I think that time with nothing to do just allowed me to, I guess, think kind of plan out what the offer would be and actually get started on it. Because this guy does nothing and he makes money.
No, these past few days, it's been like a record day in terms of low amounts of work. Like I usually do a lot, but I've just been taking this month off to kind of see what I want to do next.
Yeah.
And the ads and everything that we're doing, and content as well.
Yes, I mean we still have to run ads for this guy to get profile visits.
We're gonna document it.
Yeah. We are gonna document that, but yeah, I think this trip, like everybody's kind of just been reevaluating what they want to do.
Yeah,
and it's cool that like
feels like we do that every other month at this point.
Yeah. I mean, there's always new opportunities, always new shiny objects in the space, right? And it's like, bro, last night all I was doing was trying to learn about WAP and like clipping and seeing like, should I build a clipping agency?
Yeah.
Or
WAP is so genius.
WAP is insane, and I'm gonna make a video on it as well.
Yeah, I looked at that yesterday. I was like, there's like, my first opinion when you get that like dopamine hit of like this is so incredibly built.
Yeah.
The first question that pops up to mind is like, there's no way in hell you should pursue a academical study in school when this is around. Like this is probably just gonna be around for like, I don't know how long, but it is around right now, and it's been around for like a few months.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's like,
you'd be. I've said this to some of my friends back home as well. Like you'd be arrogant not to capitalize on this opportunity. Like people don't like people kind of get mad when you say stuff like that because they want to have their own choice. But if you actually look at what's out there for what you can do these days, it's like, why would you not do it?
Yeah, objectively, like the opportunity that is being presented by WAP and like the new what would you call it? Like new style of distribution.
Yeah.
It's like the input and output ratio is insane. Like
it's basically just like running organic ads.
Yeah, it's running organic
with the
ads.
clipping thing.
Yeah. So
everybody benefits. Like I benefit, the clippers benefit, and then
agencies, content creators, brands.
But it's not only that it's cheaper to get publicity through organic with the WAP clipping thing than if you would to spend that money on like Facebook ads or Meta ads.
Yeah. So
it's also the fact that when somebody sees your organic content, they're more intrigued to like learn about you and your stuff and your products than if you see it on an ad.
Exactly. And the way that they actually presented it was like, say for example, if you run Facebook ads, which we are about to do. But say for example, you're running Facebook ads, the cost per 1,000 impressions, cost per 1,000 views is like anywhere from, $5 to $10, right?
Yeah, even more than that.
Let's just say, for example, $10, right, for 1,000 views. With the WAP clipping program and essentially the new organic distribution style that they're trying to promote, you pay clippers like $1 to $3 per 1,000 views. That's literally
and $3
a third of the
$3 is a lot. Like I've seen people pay like 50 cents as well. Or even 30 cents.
Exactly.
And people are like happy to do that as well. So.
Exactly. And it's like you get good content made about you, a lot of content made, right? And it's just so much cheaper. And like the people have something to do instead of just Facebook's algorithm taking the money and trying to push it out there.
I'm just looking at this view and I just know that this is what we're going to be doing this year. I can already tell. Like this summer is ahead. It's the 2nd of May.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be big.
Yeah.
But it's going to be this big for like the coming 2 years.
Exactly.
And if you're lucky to be watching this, because if you are watching this, then you should, the least that you can do is do your research. Because it's a bigger and better opportunity than anything else.
Yeah,
so it's quite insane.
I think it's honestly one of like it's one of the newest innovations in the recent years that actually makes sense and can provide so much return on what you're doing. It's just like you have to get it right essentially, and you have to be in early. So I mean, all of us right now, if we're actually able to execute and do it right now, then we're early.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I literally made a new WAP that was like Ethan Nguyen clips last night. I was like, I got to get into this right now because it's just the way that things are going, right? If anybody has watched like over the past couple months, or years actually. So the Tate brothers, Iman Gadzi, Luke Belmar, all of them have done the same content distribution method, which is essentially just getting people repurposing, clipping old content into new videos, like thousands of people just doing that over and over and over. And what you get out of that is millions of views for free. Or not for free, but like you pay these people, a certain amount per 1,000 views, and you just get more views than what advertising platforms can give you.
Yeah. And I think the thing with, as you mentioned, these figures in the space that make a lot of money that you guys know about as well, the reason that they're making a lot of money is because you guys know about them. Like, I've sat down, and no offense to anybody else that like works a lot or puts in the effort or does 16-hour work days or anything, but I've sat down with those people like in Cape Town and meetings with other people and seeing how agency owners kind of operate, and your initial like reaction to them working, and you like, let's say I'm working 6 hours a day and somebody else is doing 12, and I'm like, your initial reaction will always be some type of FOMO, like what am I missing out on by not putting in those extra hours.
Yeah.
But it's also like, if you look at who is making the most money and what they all have in common, then it's like, should I sit down and do that work right now, or should I actually just think about what moves the needle?
Yeah, and
because,
what's more leverage?
Exactly, because it's not about hard work, and I'm a big advocate for that. I think it's gone in 3 stages for me. I started off by thinking that you had to work very hard to make money online or to do anything exceptional in your life, as we all have thought in the beginning. Hard work is like the first pillar that everybody talks about. And then I realized that it's not about hard work, it's just about leverage in one way, shape or form. Like if it's, they say it's a lot of different ways to gain leverage. It's like it's personal brand, or like one-to-many interaction through social media, or you can have leverage through capital, or you can have leverage through a good team. But any type of leverage, that's always the people that are going to make the most money. So then when I realized that, I kind of sat back and stopped working as much for a while and just thought about what I could do better. And then now recently I've realized that you need both. You can't just sit back and do nothing. Because you as a business owner, it's not about hard work, but I always say this to everybody. It's
hard work doesn't equal money.
No, your responsibility as a business owner is not to work hard. It's not to work hard, but it's to be accountable as a business owner. That's your role. And I think that if you can do the work that's necessary, then that's going to be more than enough. And then the rest of the time you can kind of be the creative director of the company that you're running. But you still have to put it, like I was lacking for a few months just thinking that I didn't have to work at all. And you have to learn those lessons as well, because you have to work, but it's definitely less than what people think.
It depends on the vehicle and the leverage. Like,
if you
that's why I'm making my switch right now. Right,
absolutely.
Because I run an agency, Sebastian doesn't, he's never, right? But he objectively makes more while doing less. It's just that simple.
And I know people that make way more than me that works less than I do as well.
Less. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, it's all this, but you know what I think is hard for people is to balance this. People say that don't have the shiny object syndrome, but then they also say that it doesn't matter how hard you row if you're in the wrong boat. So you have to balance those things out, because those basically go against each other. It's like, don't have shiny object syndrome, just stick to one thing. But if you stick to one thing for too long, it doesn't matter that you're gonna get or it doesn't mean that you're gonna get results.
Exactly.
The pool was tripping.
The pool just turned on, which is pretty sick. This is a nice place. Yeah, but
let me do this.
like Sebastian was saying, there's definitely like a middle ground where you have to understand that the vehicle you're in matters, right? But there's also like, you have to put in the right work for the right vehicle to make it work. So like, for me running an agency, I can make it work, but like at a certain point there's just so much complexity, and is it really worth my time and effort to build a team, bring more people on, pay more people for the same results that one to many can achieve, right?
Absolutely.
And so that's why that's a big thing in why I'm making the switch, because I can still provide value from the knowledge that I have now, right? But it's like, I don't need more people than myself to provide that service and provide that value.
Absolutely. If you read the book Great CEOs Are Lazy, the main concept of that book is basically the reason that the biggest CEOs in the world don't want to work as much, and there are obviously outcasts for this. Like there's some very successful entrepreneurs that work all their waking hours,
like Hormozi.
Yeah, or like Elon Musk even. But
yeah,
I would say the reason is one person, like all of us have 24 hours in a day, so nobody as a single person can work more than 24 hours. So after those 24 hours, after you've sat down and worked for 24 hours, you have to do something else.
Yeah,
you have to gain leverage, because like you can sustain a business without leverage up until you've worked 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
But the biggest businesses in the world, or even the top million businesses in the world, needs more than 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. So that means that you have to either put a team in place, or you have to gain a lot of attention.
Yeah.
For free, or for as cheap as possible. And I think if you look at somebody that has a lot of grit and that will work hard without any problems, if that person faces an issue within their business, then they will take care of it. So they will sit down for like 3 weeks and just take care of that problem by themselves. But if you go to a lazy CEO and he faces an issue, there's no way he will take care of that problem by himself.
Yeah.
So he will put other people in place that can do it better for him.
Exactly.
And that can also, you have more time. If you have a 3-person team, you have 72 hours instead of 24. And so, and if you spend your time, like it's all about these asymmetrical activities as well. It's low input, large output, or high output. But it's all of these things. Like I found it very interesting. I've kind of been taking the month off, me also being young, and like I have no stress to see any insane numbers right now. And I don't have a lot of like monthly expenses or anything. So the past few months, like I've just been kind of looking at what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, because I feel like people fail to see what is actually an appropriate move for them to make if they're so zoomed in on what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to get out and kind of gain new perspectives and meet new people and travel and
and I think that's why, like, I mean, both of us are doing this. This is why this is our second trip out together now. I think for me personally, I always wanted to travel and obviously gain new experiences, find new things, talk to new people, right? And I'm just realizing, like, I'm in this house and half of these people, or majority of them, just make more than me while doing less than a day. And it's like, why can't I do that same thing? You know what I mean? And it's like we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but some people make more and some people make less, right? And why is that? The reason is that some people are doing more leveraged things with their time and providing a certain amount of value attached to that time as well. And you can only find out about that when you're sitting in the living room with somebody. He's on his phone all day, and then he's making money. You know what I mean? And then you're grinding 6 hours trying to figure out what the solution to a problem is, or like fulfill for a client, and you make no money in the exact same amount of time. Like you just have to see it and experience it for yourself. And I think, like even me going back to New York 2 weeks ago for the WOP event, it was really eye-opening. Like seeing a lot of people in the trading space, sports betting, e-com. There's just a lot of people doing different business models and making a lot of money doing different shit, right? But it's all leveraged in some sort of way, or they've found something that has really clicked to make their success so consistent and so achievable. And for me, I'm still trying to figure that out, obviously, which is why I'm making a pivot as well, because I do understand, and I have understood for a while, that it's something that I would rather do, consulting and helping other people out, identifying bottlenecks and really just, fixing those with my knowledge, rather than, building a massive team to come in and fix this one small problem. Like that's not the way to, find success or provide value to people. Like it doesn't take a lot to get a certain result. And that's what I've been learning over the past couple months as well, seeing all of these different people across the world, seeing what they do, seeing how much they make, you really have to like sit back and just look at things objectively and realize that, you know, sometimes the thing that you are doing is not going to get you to where you want to go, or at least as fast as you want to get there. And so you got to make a switch.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing that.
Business it's not easy, but it's simple. That's what I tell a lot of people, and I think
it's simple once you know what to do.
Yeah.
Which is why like consulting, mentors, coaches, that's why it's so valuable, because when you have somebody that knows what to do and you just implement like that, it's like free money. You know what I mean? But like you're saying, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's not easy doing it on your own when you don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
But when you know what to do, it's just simple, right? Because there's those months, years of experience ahead of you that you can just take from that person.
And I think even like a lot of people are zoomed in on their situation. Even Ricardo, that's like making a lot of money, he's like he walks around to me and Serge and kind of just question, like, even if it's a joke, he's been questioning our the way we work, like for the past weekend when we've been in this house.
What's he been saying?
No, but just like I guess it's just jealousy of us not needing to manage such a big team and kind of having, like, once again, more leverage. Like I think there's a few things that we do inside of my company that's just better, and that 10x's the output while like having 10% of the input. I'll give you a few examples. Like, first of all, we do AI implementations for our clients. All of our clients run some type of AI solution either on their front end or for their clients on the back end. And AI is, first of all, it is the major trend. It's so much easier to sell something that's attached to AI than just sell Facebook ads. Because people have already heard Facebook ads. If you sell the major trend, it's been said about a lot of billionaires and people that can like predict the future of business for the coming years as well. Like, you can do a lot of things wrong, but if you get the major trend right, if you get the selling point right, what you're actually providing to your clients, you're gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then you can do everything right, but you don't catch the major trend.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen these reels, like you missed dropshipping in 2017, you missed SMMA in 2018, all these things. Like, these were all ways. Sorry, doing.
It's
God
so
damn.
right now.
These business models were all times where you could capitalize on that moment and make money. And I'm a big advocate as well for the fact that there's really no timeless way to make money. Like there's because the reason people fear or think that it's hard to make money is because these opportunities, they come and go. Like, it's you could argue that real estate is like a timeless way of making money. People have been making money in real estate forever. But even like the categories within real estate, if you're doing Section 8, if you're doing like
wholesaling,
they all come and go. And SMMA, it's way harder to run an SMMA today than it was 7 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
It's way harder to do drop shipping today than it was 10 years ago. Like, all of these things are just, the market catches up to this wave, and when you come with something new, then that's gonna yield an output that is bigger.
It's just different.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. Like, I realized that a few months ago when I also just sat down and looked at what made sense, and I was like, I can't do what everybody else does. I have to kind of catch a wave that's just 5% in at the moment, and that's going to be sustainable for the coming 5 years, which I do believe it's AI.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think also I gain leverage with the personal brand. Once again, personal brand is not about having a lot of attention. It's just about attracting the right people with the right message. And I think that I can do that better than other people as well. I'll give you another form of leverage. I have a female setter that works for me as well. This is
a good one.
That's one point of leverage, that if you know like about female closers or female setters, when you sell
female
to men,
salespeople,
when you sell to men, it's gonna be the responses and
it's
the
just
output.
Higher. It's just higher because of human psychology.
Yeah,
literally, because and having a female speak to a male.
Yeah,
is gonna.
And when you have a female setter that reaches out to you, you're gonna respond to her. I've had leads that I like wrote to in the DMs, even though I have a solid personal brand and I have a good profile, they wouldn't respond to me. I just told her, reach out to these people. All of them respond.
Yeah.
Like within a few hours. So like there's all these small bits that you can tweak, and I see people working way harder than me, but they're in their basement, they're providing a solution that Iman Ghazi presented to them 2018, and they have zero team, and you kind of have to you have to allow yourself to look at your business from a bird's eye perspective.
Yeah.
Because it's like being, a lot of business owners are like in a, what is it called, in a maze, and when you don't see the maze from above, it's very hard for you to get out.
Yes.
When you look at the maze from above, it's super easy to get out.
Like you know where the path is.
Yeah, you just go here, go here, go here. You'll be out within 30 meters.
Yeah.
But somebody that's within the maze could be stuck in there for, I mean, days.
Yeah.
If they don't find, like, so I think you just have to. That's the biggest business owners. They allow they allow themselves to float above that maze and kind of see how everything works, and then they kind of controls their team
pivots
from above.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
and all these different metrics.
that's something that I've been really trying to do a lot myself recently, which is again why I'm making this pivot. Because I took a step back. I was looking at it like, cool, yeah, I'm making money, right, with the agency, but it's, you know, at the cost of my time, my energy, building this huge team, having to hire people, you know, putting in, like, building SOPs for the team, making sure that the SOPs are good, making sure I'm training the team, and it's just like, and then the more you get into it, like, you start getting success with it, and then you start believing that, you know, this is the only way to achieve success, right? Like, you see that, oh, I have to sit down with my team every single morning, make sure that they're ready for the day. I have to review sales calls with them. I have to, you know, and then you lose time within your day because you believe that this business model is the thing that makes you money, right? And it kind of prevents you from switching to something more leveraged. But I think, and it's something that I heard somewhere recently, but like, you can always make an identity shift. You don't have to, like, for me, I don't have to be the guy who owns an agency anymore. Like, that just doesn't need to be. I can shift my identity at any time. I can be the consultant. I can be the AI guy. I can be whatever, right?
I've had quite some insane identity shifts. Like, if you know, like, I was an athlete all my life, and I thought that I was, like, put on this earth to do that. And then, like, 2 years ago, or even, like, 4 years ago, I started with this, like, I looked at online business stuff online and all these things, and it really interested me, and I tried to integrate that with what I was already doing as an athlete, and then I realized, like, I can just do this on my own, and it will work better.
Yeah.
And so, what time is it?
Nah, it's like 27, but I just want to turn the light on.
Okay.
Let me quickly do that so we can see us. I don't know if this is going to work well.
No, that's good. That's good. That's great.
That should be a little bit better.
But so,
yeah,
identity shifts is definitely, and Luke Belmore talks about that as well. Like, the most, he was doing e-com, and then he just switched and started being the crypto guy.
Yeah, crypto.
And if he was afraid of what other people thought about him, he would have stuck to e-com all his life.
Exactly.
But he just allowed him. Damn. He just allowed himself to switch. You don't have a phone case?
Nah.
Me neither, actually.
You don't either.
I can bring my phone case and we can put it up. I think that should work though if you just put it more stable.
It's just the wind. That's why.
Damn.
But well, let me.
Should I bring my phone case?
Now, right?
Huh?
Yeah, get your phone case. We'll cut it here and then we'll go back into the convo. Alright, we'll be right back. We're back.
Well, I just walked into my room. Ricardo's been sitting there
for like
all day,
4 or 5 hours.
Like, I'm not. Yeah, 5 hours literally. Like, he hasn't stepped his foot out of the room.
And that's
I've been
the
outside.
same thing we're talking about. Like, this guy has just been grinding there. Like,
the thing is
6 hours.
The thing is, it's my room, and he sits in my room, and he works, and I haven't barely been working all day.
This guy's.
And I promise that I'm still gonna get more out of this day than he is because we're doing this podcast.
Exactly.
It's like
we're gonna.
I think that whether you're religious or not, if you believe in God, I think we can say all these things about it's not about hard work, but it's also about your definition of hard work. Because God has to see that you're willing to put in the work in order for Him to allow you to see the success. But He's not going to give success to somebody that just does the shortcuts. Like, he has to see that you're somebody worthy of the success that you're seeking for. But
that's an interesting point.
Yeah, but once again, then you can see what the definition of hard work is. Because if you run a marathon twice a day for a year straight, that's working very hard. So hard. But God is not going to just automatically send money to your bank account by you doing that. Like, you're going to work very hard, but it's not going to yield any tangible result. And so I think the hard work ultimately is actually using your brain. That because the hardest thing that a human can do is actually trying to figure out what makes sense, and then backing that up with actual practical labor as well to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But
I think I think the point that you're trying to say is like everybody can work hard, but like what value are you actually providing, and like how much do you actually believe in that? Because I could believe that, you know, what I'm doing right now like provides great value, but objectively when you look at the numbers and everything, like nothing's changing much, right?
Yeah.
But then you switch what you're doing, and like you can just do you can just get more out of changing what you do. Like say for example, if we take the marathon, right? You run 2 marathons a day, that's like what, 84 kilometers or something. And it's cool, but it's like it's long, it's drawn out, you have to put so much effort in, right? Or let's keep it in the same example of running, right? You do a sprint, you become Usain Bolt, you put your energy into a quick sprint, and that makes you like the most famous runner on the planet. You know what I mean? There's just like different things that you can do that just have more leverage and, you know, give you more success.
Yeah.
Like, because I actually like this running example, because
you can take so many examples, so many people that work way harder than we do.
Yeah.
Like I've
and it's all based on your choice as well.
Yeah.
It's like I could be a janitor at a school. I could work so hard, provide a lot of value to people, right? Making sure bathrooms, you know, classrooms are all clean, right? That's a very valuable thing objectively, right? Yeah. But I could literally choose to do anything else. I could choose to start a WAP clipping agency, right? And just make so much more money and still provide value to people in a more leveraged way.
Yeah.
And so everything comes down to choice, which is the coolest thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like I could right now decide that I'm a different person, become that person, and make so much more. That's all it takes.
Yeah. I truly believe that the true way of working hard is using your brain and actually sitting down and thinking what does make sense. I heard this quote, like, God is giving you one weapon to make you dangerous, and it's your brain.
Yeah.
And some people will literally sit and not even open their brain all their life. Like the human cannot even fathom how much capability this has, but they won't even try to use it all their life.
Yeah.
Like they will not question a single thing all their life.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like I don't want to be the person that sits down and kind of talks about these things, but you can like
it's all something we talked about in Cape Town, like consciousness and like your level of awareness as well. Like some people just never wake up to the fact that, you know, there's better opportunities and there's different ways that you can use your brain and your body, if that makes sense.
Well, there's so many examples in the society that's like people just can't see them. Like people in the US will literally spend $200,000 to go to college for 4 years, to by the end of it make $60,000 a year,
and be in debt for the next 5 years.
Of course, there are people that are going to want that genuinely in their heart. If you want to become, you know, you've heard this before, but most of the people do not want to go there. They're just afraid of getting judged by society, and kind of they're seeking that validation to, like, I studied, I have a degree, but like that's one. And then people will be afraid to invest 4 figures into a program, into a course, or into a mentor to make 10x that. Like there are mentors out there that you can invest in, and then 3 months, 4 months, like even a year. A year is like a lot of time in our space.
A lot of time.
A year is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you could be rich by now. Yeah, like I was at zero a year ago.
Pretty much same.
Yeah, we're both making zero money, and now we're in Greece in a villa that costs us $12,000 to rent for. I don't even have a perspective on time anymore. Like that's kind of the reality we live in now. Even though it sounds like, you know, you take it however you want. But what I'm trying to say is, like, there's such clear patterns in society, and people just don't want to use them. People are like waking up at 6 a.m, going 2 hours to work,
In traffic.
being in traffic, being at work for 8 hours,
dealing with shitty coworkers,
and then to make a small salary that they have to pay 40% taxes to the government that printed the money out of thin air in the first place. Like the government prints money to give you a salary that you have to pay taxes back to them.
And then they take it back.
And then you think that that's the way a society functions, that like you pay the taxes back to them, so the healthcare system and the school system can go around. Like if they needed the school, like all the society to go around, they just print more money.
Yeah, literally.
40% of the money supply in the U.S. has been printed in the last like 5 years.
That's why the U.S. has like 36 trillion in debt.
And people will still value money over their time. Your time is the most finite asset that you have. Like your time is guaranteed to go to an end.
Yeah.
And money is literally, if not the definition of something that's infinite.
Money is probably the most abundant thing on this entire planet.
Like the money is already...
Money's not real.
The money...
That's the thing.
Yeah, and some people will sit and watch this and hate like a 19-year-old and a 23-year-old like talk about the fact that money is not real, but like... I don't know. Like
it's the type of people that like...
You know the amount of people that will... You know what people will do to save money? You know how much...
And just say that this is the right path. This is what I'm doing is right.
Like
they have so much pride in like believing the traditional path, and they won't give that up, and they won't put their ego down to say that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what I'm doing. There is a better way to get to the level of success that I want to get to.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just. Well, for me, it's really interesting because when I started getting success, I don't know if you experienced this, but when I started getting to a certain level of success, I went around in like my local shopping center, and I saw people like still working in like McDonald's or the fast food chains, right? And like you can objectively see that some of these people are my age. Obviously, some are younger, which is fine. But there's people like way older than me as well, working in these kind of places. And you're just like, what are you doing in there? You know, like we all have access to the same resources, the same information. It's just like, depending on what choice you make and like what level of awareness that you have, you can really change your life so much for the better if you literally just decide to make a change.
And also, some people will watch this and be like, they will feel that the entitlement to contribute to society, like, yeah, but I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, like you need these people. Sure, absolutely, but we're also in the time of AI at the moment, and we're sitting here making this video because we want to speak to the future. I don't care about the past. I don't care about what my parents or my grandparents or my grandparents did for a living. Like, look at what is going to happen in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
In 5 years, you'll walk into a shopping mall at 7 a.m. in the morning. You will be the only person in there. Yeah. Even though all the stores are open. You will walk into an airport.
The airports will have nobody working.
Nobody will work at an airport.
Except maybe security, maybe.
Like, like, I actually enjoy it quite sometimes when I'm just at the airport in Stockholm. I just walk around and I just like by myself with the AirPods in, and I'm just like, all of these jobs, like nobody's gonna have a job in 5 years.
Literally. No, the thing is, like, if you gotta, well, eventually when you come to Australia, but like the Sydney airport, like I would honestly say like 40% of the workforce is just gone. Like the way that they've automated everything
already.
It's like so smooth. It looks great. It works faster. It's more efficient, and like, it's weird because like I go to all these different countries, like Greece, Paris. Paris took forever to get through the airport just because like the people, the technology they were using wasn't up to date, and you go back to Sydney and it's like, I get through the gates like that just because it's all automated. You know, they've figured out a way to make it more leveraged, right? To make the process of going from point A to point B in the airport, the check-in, security, all of that, just so much more leveraged. And that's the entire direction that the world is going. Like you're saying, in 5 years from now, probably like 50% of the traditional jobs are going to just be gone, replaced by AI, replaced by robots, technology.
And people... I genuinely feel bad for people that are starting to that are like my age, and they're starting to study now, and they have like a 5-year education, and then 2.5, 3 years into their education, they realize they've spent 3 years doing something they're so close to graduating, but they realize the world is never gonna need what I can offer to the marketplace. Like everything that I've been studying, like a piece of metal and plastic can replace my entire role with that.
It's I mean, I have an interesting, well, not interesting, but like I have a learned experience on this, because obviously I don't think he went to university at all. I don't think so, right? I mean, you just got out of high school.
I'm too young. No? Yeah.
Right. Like, I went through 4 years of university, right? That's
insane.
Right?
Holy
and like,
shit.
At his age, I was starting university, and obviously, everything happens for a reason. I'm here because I went through that, but I wish I could go back 4 years and be in his position, right? And just start being a consultant. Like, what the fuck did I go through university to do? Information systems, learn business terms, learn how to code. Like, I don't do any of that now, and it's not what makes me money, and it's not what is fulfilling to me. So
and it's not what could make you money, even though you tried either. So.
Exactly. Like, I went through all of that, and I knew even when I was doing it that I didn't want to be there. And because I found about like Iman Gadzhi in 2020. So that's 5 years ago now. So literally just before university, and I was learning about it, trying to get into it more, just watching YouTube videos, all those kind of things, but I never took action. And I just wish I did. It kind of sucks that back then I didn't have the awareness and the level of consciousness to just say, like, I don't actually, like, because I knew I did not want to be in university. I knew it would never be my path, or it would never be what got me the success that I wanted to get. But I still went through it because I was that guy that we've been talking about. That was like, well, not even. I don't even know what kept me there.
If you started when you were in my age in university, but you started with what you're doing now, you're probably making
I'd be making
money.
8 figures a year right now.
If for sure.
If I think about it, all the guys who started at that time, like around 2020, they're all fucking rich now.
Yeah.
Right? And it's literally time in the game and the leverage.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if people actually looked at our industry as they do with college, people, like, you can make so much. Like, there's not even a lot of people in our market that has been around for 5 years.
There's not.
But the people that started 5 years ago, all of them are making at least 8 figures a year.
Literally at least.
There's no, I don't know anybody that started an agency like 5 years ago that does less than like 7 figures a year.
Yeah,
like,
literally. Like you can't find anybody.
It's like you're going to make money if you start doing what we do. It's just a matter of time. Like Andrew said this when we were in Dubai as well. Like, results are guaranteed, but timing is not. Like, people are like, oh, but what if it doesn't work out? Like, trust me when I say this. Like, it's going to work out.
Literally,
there's no way that it doesn't work out.
There's just no way.
It's just a few ups and downs in the beginning, and you're gonna like learn from it. But like, especially in the market that we're in, like, you don't need any money to start really. Maybe like a few software costs, but like it costs like $500 in monthly, like, just for software costs, and like excluding the team, obviously. I pay my team as well, but no, obviously, I mean, with team members, but you can run a business like this by yourself.
Exactly.
Like, obviously we have a team, but if you do something like this by yourself, you're more of a freelancer. You can get started for, I mean, it doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you $200,000 for 4 years, and you're like, if you actually put your head down, you're going to make. There's nobody that watches this that is going to make less than 20K a month within a year from now if you actually put your head down. Like, this, it just doesn't happen.
It's so interesting because, like, all of us here that are at this villa is because we decided we wanted to make money online. And it's like, we all started at different times. Sebastian and I probably started around the same time. Ricardo
when did you start? Like, would you say you started? Like,
so I started.
You took like action towards the.
So I took action. I would say 2023, beginning of 2023 is when I got my very first agency client. Right.
Beginning of 2023.
Beginning of 2023. But this is
so
like
2 years ago.
So 2 years ago now. So what happened was obviously I was going through all of Iman's stuff. There was like some local businesses at the time. I became friends with one of them, and I just pitched them, and they referred me somebody else who actually paid me. That initial business, they didn't pay me, but that was my first experience of actually getting into the game, having a paying client, right? That was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And throughout that year, that was my final year of university as well. And that was where I just, I was kind of doing it, here and there, back and forth while I was doing university and just doing it on the side, right? And over the year, I think I learned a lot in terms of just not business, but people. I learned a lot about people during that year because I became the marketing manager of this initial company that I was speaking with, and I wasn't really getting paid for anything, but I learned so much about people, what actually happens in business, how much things cost, all of that kind of thing. And towards the end of the year is when I actually started to get back into things. After I fully graduated, finished all of my courses and finished my degree, I jumped back into it and started investing in programs.
Yeah.
Right. So end of 2023, bought something I don't really remember what I bought. It was some random. It was marketed as some AI SEO bullshit. Did that for a little bit, failed, didn't make anything of it, but I kept trying. And started 2024, I invested in a couple different programs as well. And then from there, I was just university's finally finished. There's nothing really holding me back anymore. And it's just now it's go time, right? And it's, I failed a lot, objectively. And I'm still failing a lot, right? We're all failing a lot trying to figure shit out. But it was, I only really started really put my everything into it a year ago.
Yeah.
Just over a year ago.
Me too.
Right.
I was starting, I'd say end of 2023 was when I was I'm going to do an SMMA, and then right after I kind of stumbled upon IPGA, kind of a more leveraged way of doing it.
Yeah.
Which I still think if you're able to do that business model, then it's a great vehicle, but it's definitely not for beginners. If anybody watches this video, you have to. Yeah. It's 5 years of experience if you're gonna do that.
I'm curious.
And don't when you hear this advice, don't put your ego in the way. Don't think that but I have 1 year of experience, I can do it. You can't do it. If you're partnering up with people, create their entire courses, stuff like that. That's just one of those things where it's
some things come with time and experience. Even though they might be marketed as easy,
everything is marketed as easy. You have to use your brain. Everybody's trying to sell a program at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You have to use your brain. But
I'm curious how you got started in what you do now, and how you actually fulfilled, because
it's
a lot of the time people just start out with consulting and they just make it work. So
it's a continuous iteration of things. I don't feel I've still none of us have mastered everything, but it's definitely gone to the point where we can provide a good solution to the clients in a very fast-paced manner. And some of our clients have literally also done the same transition, going from 0 to now, some of them making 50K a month already. But I would say I switched last summer because I was this IPGA thing is just not it's not doing it for me.
Yeah.
I switched to a more appointment setting consulting kind of offer, which it wasn't really consulting, but it was done for you consulting almost. If that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
And then soon after I realized there's too many people in the market that does this. I'm just gonna go in everybody else's footsteps. If I keep doing this, I have to go my own path. So that's when I transitioned into AI, which is a selling point, but it's also a way of delivering your service, which now allows me to kind of, I don't have to, me and the team doesn't have to do as much work as before, and it's a way better selling point. That's one of the points of leverage that I talked about earlier as well. It's I do believe that it's a future of business, and when you can go to these companies, whether you're working with local businesses, roofers, realtors, auto detailing companies, trucking companies, whatever it is, and you can kind of change their business, because everybody has heard you're gonna get outcompeted by AI. So if you can kind of take that weight off their shoulders, just say to them, we have a good AI solution and we're gonna solve it for you. The only thing you have to do is pay us. It's just a good solution to offer within the coming 5 years, I'd say.
Yeah. So I
and
guess
it's completely blue ocean as well.
So I guess, would you say that the success that you found is based on the actual offer that you gave to people initially, like having AI as that piece that was a differentiator? Was that the thing that got you your success early on?
I mean, I can't attribute all the success to one metric, but I think it definitely helped. And I also to have a good brand for yourself, just for people to hit the end of the funnel and kind of just see who you are and what you're about and how you present your things. It's very important as well. By the way, I feel like I've like reached 0.5% of my potential when it comes to personal brand. So I don't.
Both of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why we're trying to do this in the first place.
So that's it's way more to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that if there's anything I would say to somebody starting out is like, don't put your ego in the way of things, because if you are too entitled to your own journey, you're not going to be able to think logically. Like don't be afraid to look at your business and say to yourself, to be honest, I would never buy for myself.
Yeah.
Or this is complete garbage.
You have to,
because that's gonna make you like, it hurts temporarily for a little moment to say that, like, this just doesn't make sense. But if I hadn't done that when I was running my IPGA, if I was just naive and thinking I can make this work because I had an ego, or I think I'm better than anybody else, then like I would not be sitting here right now.
Yeah, and same with me.
But I was like, I'm just gonna pivot. This summer was about to end. I was like, I'm starting this new offer. I'm working with new people, and I made it happen, basically.
It's just something that you have to tell yourself, and then you have to believe in for yourself, and then just take action towards it. Because, like we said earlier, like anything you choose to do, you can be successful in it. And it's either a matter of time or being in the right place at the right time.
But it's also like, if you start off with an SMMA, or if you start off like, you can make it in SMMA as well. Like, it's a very good business model. Like, I'm not saying that it's saturated. You just have to do it the right way.
You just have to do it.
But if you start off with like the worst business model ever, I don't know if what we can think of, like
online business model.
Yeah, what's a crappy online business model that just nobody can do? Like, I would even put IPGA up there if you're starting out and you're running an IPGA. Like, realistically,
honestly, nothing is. It's just like it's having the right knowledge.
It's all good. There's definitely some models that are better than others, but nothing is crappy, which is incredible as well. Because if you're like, I'll tell you some crappy business models inside of college. That's for sure. Like, if you're studying to be an engineer in 2025, then good luck.
Unless you really want to be an engineer, then go for it.
Yeah, but like, AI is going to replace that within 2, 3, 4 years.
That is
true.
That is true.
Anything
mathematical is just gone.
Yeah. It's like it doesn't matter anymore that you want to do it. Like, the marketplace cares about like growth and innovation. It doesn't care about what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a fuck about you. They just care about you delivering results to what they're doing.
Yeah.
With that said, if you're starting out with a bad business model, it's not like, oh, you're in the wrong vehicle, so you can't see success. That's just the first stepping stone. Like, eventually you're gonna quit that business model and switch into something else.
Yeah.
So you're bound to seek success anyways. Like, it's gonna happen. It's just like, depending on how many different things you try and how much you think and how much you innovate. Like, but you're gonna get there. It's very rare that you see somebody even taking like 2 years to see success.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like, if somebody comes to me and they're like, I started 2 years ago, I just hit 10K a month, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you could hit that within 2 months.
It does not take that long.
No.
Like, but the people that do take that long is because they don't know what they're doing, and like you said, they have an ego thinking that they can make it happen.
Yeah.
Like, no matter
that's
what,
one of the most dangerous.
Yeah. Like, sometimes you just have to realize that what you're doing at the moment is not working and make a pivot, because at that point it's like a self-realization and a self-valuation that, okay, what I'm doing is not working. This is not it, at least for me. Like, because some things just don't work for some people objectively, right? And like, you can't really fool yourself into thinking that another 6 months, another year is gonna do anything unless you make a change, right? And changes can be anything. A change can be getting a mentor, can be changing your business model, can be changing your industry, right? There's a lot of different changes that you can make, but there comes a point where if things aren't working for you, you need to understand that you need to make a change.
But
that's the only way to
yeah.
get to the next level that you actually want to get to.
And I'm going to say as well, like the best way, if you don't have money to invest into a mentor, or if you don't have money to invest into a program or like somebody to guide you through the path that you're going, if you're about to make that pivot, like if you're like, I need to change.
Yeah.
The thing that you can always do, which I suggest everybody, is look at the people that make the most money within your market and see what they all have in common. Because that's what I did as well. Like I was like, why are these, like, your goal ultimately is to make money. And so what are these people doing that I'm not doing? Is it the business model? Is it the way that they carry themselves? Is it the way that they operate a team? Is it their knowledge? It's like,
and you have to realize that you don't do what they say to do, but you do what they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, because people will sell you shit, right? And they're going to be really good at selling you shit. Yeah. But the thing that they do is completely separate to what they're selling you. And you have to realize that the reason that they're successful is because they're doing what they're doing, not because they're doing what they're selling to you. Right?
If you look at Iman, he tells you to start an SMA. Don't start an SMA. Start telling people to start an SMA. No, I'm just kidding. But like you get the point. Like a lot of these times, the things that they have in common is, one, they have a personal brand, or they have online presence, or they're able to build a community, and two, they sell some type of information.
Yeah.
In a leveraged way, not just like in a one-on-one way, like in a packaged, productized way. I'm not saying that you should do that from the start, but it's even possible to do that right now with AI and everything.
Exactly.
Like,
a lot of the time, like, the reason people see success is because they sell hopes and dreams. And it's not like it's a bad thing. Like, it's great to like show people that there is a way, there is hope, there is, you know, a simpler way to do things and make more money without having to work at McDonald's. Right?
Also, I was gonna say about the 10K a month thing. Like, I really thought about that. If somebody comes to me within this market and said, like, whatever you're doing, if it's e-com, if it's SMA, if it's some type of remote marketing thing, like, if they say, like, I've been in this game for 2 years, I just hit my first 10K month, I would be like, what have you been doing for these 2 years?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so slow? It took me, like, from the point that I actually started, it took me, like, maybe 4 months. And I was still, like, slow. And I know people that have literally hit 10K a month within their first like 20 days or like 30 days of starting.
So interesting.
That's the opportunity. If you say, if somebody went to college and they said, like, I studied for 2 years and now I'm making. You good? Yeah. If somebody came to me and said, like, I went to college, I studied for 2 years and now I'm making 10K a month, I'd be like, how did you do that? Like, how did you manage to find an industry where you can make 10K a month with only 2 years of study? Like, the difference in the markets and what's happening, like, it's insane. You're literally, you quite frankly suck if you make 10K a month within the first 2 years. Yeah. Like, it shouldn't take you that long within the online marketing space. And like, people will study for like 5 years to make 4K a month.
That's the most insane thing.
Like, I would be.
Oh my god, that's the most.
Like, I would have a crisis if I made 4K a month. Like, with what we're doing.
No, exactly, bro.